Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne here to do your what's cracking for the weekend, the 11th, 12th, 13th of September. I've just spent a huge amount of time on my computer trying to work out why I have sound problems. I keep replacing things and then thought, you know what, I should Google it. When you do an update to Microsoft, apparently it can affect your sound. Yay, especially with a big update, which I did this week. So it's like, now I understand what's been going on. So we've installed, reinstalled, I've done everything as per Google, because Google is my friend. Okay, so thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Hopefully when we go live from here on inwards, I won't have as many issues. Hopefully, otherwise I might have to get someone else to have a look at it, but I think I've done all the troubleshooting and fixing. If you're interested in personal readings, gifting, or donating to the channel, all of the instructions are down below. I'm now going live on YouTube Wednesdays, 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, live on YouTube Fridays at 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and once a month for a live card pulls on Facebook, on my Facebook page at the Aussie Goddess, which is this Sunday the 13th. So if you want to join us, whip over to the Aussie Goddess Facebook page and just like my page so you can come and join in. Okay. The life coaching program is still going. I've got quite a lot of people involved in that. It's been extremely, well, I've had some incredible responses. So I'm really thrilled that that's taken off. If you are interested in life coaching, I'm currently offering 6 sessions at a reduced price, which will help kickstart you into the new phase, you know, possibly around sort of enlightening you around things like relationship breakups, how to move on, those sort of things. So going very, very well. The other thing I want to mention too is my journey on YouTube has been amazing, but I want to say thank you to all the people who are referring me to other people. It's pretty humbling when you have someone in the US who's referring you to someone in Spain, or you have someone in Brisbane that's referring you to me in New South Wales. And I never get spoiled by the journey. I'm really impressed that that I'm being so well supported by everyone. So a huge thank you to all the people who have been referring me, because my word of mouth is just a blowout. Thank you. All right, I'm going to use the Celtic Tarot for your reading. I had some lovely feedback on the Gods and Titans deck yesterday, so I might draw another card from it today. But let's get going on your reading first for the weekend. Alrighty, let's see what's going on. Okay, so we have the Hermit out. Wow, haven't we been doing this a lot lately? It seems to have been my best friend with all the healing and reviewing, life reviewing. The Hermit holds a light out, and in the light is the star. So it's about finding your inner light, finding what really is your direction. What do you want in life? Spirit always says to me, what does your soul want? What does your soul want? Because a lot of the time we're led by money, we're led by circumstance, and really and truly we need to just be able to allow the universe to move us in the direction we want to. So for many of us, this means giving up a lot of things that perhaps we thought were really valuable to us in the past. So there's lots of changes here with this Hermit. Okay, so I have the Judgment card. Now, because the Hermit card's here and now I have the Judgment card, I have to say to you, there's a lot of things that are going to now come up from your past that need to be, okay, reinvented, no? Is that what you're saying? Reinvented, maybe. You're going to have to deal with things that perhaps possibly you left in the past thinking you were done with them. This can be people, past loves. Everything's coming up now. It's purging. This is why you're being asked to take on this energy here with the Hermit. So a lot of stuff coming up to be sorted out, put aside and done, or fixed, or whatever it needs to be done with it. So the Judgment is a rebirth, and you're going through this process. Holy dooly, what is going on here? So I have the Hermit. We have all major arcanas. Take note. Okay, so the Justice card is a karma card. It's the card of things being put right in the universe. The universe is doing this through rebirth and bringing you back to things that were never solved in the first place. If you're carrying around past hurts, past pain, and things that have never been really resolved, you're going to be in this energy of needing to go through this Hermit energy to really get to where you are. I'm pretty sure Mars retrograde is about this, but if my astrology friend is online, if you can give us some feedback, because it looks to me exactly what's going on at the moment. I can't sleep. Can't sleep. It's not, I'm tired during the day, but at nighttime it's like I have this energy that is just, wow, overwhelming. And it's not about being in my head, but it does make you sort of think about things. So this energy here is coming in to help you clear away the past stuff and your karma to make room for, oh my goodness. Okay, guys, this deserves a hooly dooly because we have the Tower here. So what the universe is saying to you here is you need to go into some sort of downtime because you're about to be faced with things from your past that need to be sorted out for whatever reason. Whatever they are, they're part to do with your ongoing karma and clearing out a cycle. When the Tower comes in, the Tower is saying that everything you knew, everything before you, everything that was in your past, all the things you thought were a certain way, everything's being cleared here. It's like clearing a database or clearing the computer, the cache, or the cache, whatever you'd like to say. It's clearing everything before it. So the Tower is a card of cleansing. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is about just being patient with yourself, allowing the time to go. Just understand whatever you have planted in your future, whatever it is in your heart of hearts, it's coming to you. You just have to be patient. You know, if you're not patient, then that is what you need to be working on right here. So if you're not able to allow the universe to spend the time processing things, if you can't let people process, if you can't let situations slowly drift away, then you need to learn patience. And this is your biggest bugbear here. And you're being cleared for this. Wow. That is absolutely just mind-blowing, getting all those major arcanas like that. So let's have a look at the whole story. Okay. So I have the Five of Swords coming out. And the Five of Swords is the card of, you know, winning at all costs, walking away from something, but maybe not feeling totally satisfied by that because there are things you have to leave behind. But you need to move forward here. The lessons have been learned. You will leave some of those lessons behind. They are no longer any use to you. And that's why he's got his back turned on them. There is no need for you to carry them into your future. Once they're cleared from your energy, they're absolutely no good anymore. Now, this can be quite painful for some people, understanding that some of the things they've learned, some of the things they've been taught no longer serve them in this time. So this is about leaving things behind and moving forward. All right, let's have a good look at this. Okie dokie. We have the Six of Cups coming through. So some of you are going to have people and situations from your past that where there was perhaps unresolved issues or unresolved problems that have, whether this is family, friends, or situations, there's things from your past here that need to be cleansed from your energy in order for you to move forward. And the only way to deal with them is like that Five of Swords energy where you're cutting things free and moving. You have to. The past no longer serves you. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords coming in. Very much time to take time out, as you saw with the Hermit. This is very much a time of really respecting and appreciating your inner and higher self here. learning to disconnect from the world, learning to be quiet. And when I say sitting in peace and quiet, I mean you can do a meditation, but this really requires you to take time out from the hum and the buzz of the world. So, you know, you don't need long to do this. You can do this a few minutes several times a day. But if you can really get into the silence, it really is helpful for cleansing your energy. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands here. Moving forward lighter. There's a light at the end of the tunnel here, as you can see. It's like this is what you're doing here. So it's like back here. You're dealing with this more dark energy, but you are moving towards this beautiful energy of sunshine. Moving towards the sun. How nice. All right, so we have the Nine of Swords coming through. So as I said, for some of you, this is going to be a very painful ordeal, but the Strength card is here. This is like, it's like a dark night of the soul, but it's universal here. This isn't something just you and I are going through. Everybody seems to be going through this in some way, shape or form. The thing is, for some of you, you may be in denial about this energy, but I don't think you can fight it any longer. This is a change that we all need to make to our, you know, to our beings, to our souls. We need to let go of the things that no longer serve us. They're holding us back in life. They create negativity in your life. They create sadness. And it's time to let them go. There's no room for that as we move forward. All right, Knight of Wands coming through on a unicorn with the very stoned horse, right? He looks like he's just not, perhaps that's what it is. Okay, now I've got it, because I think I look like that at the moment. So maybe he just hasn't had any sleep for a while, right? Maybe that's why he's so tired. Oh dear. See, I get a bit delirious too when I'm like this. Okay, so we have the High Priestess coming through here. So still major arcanas, still right through this reading. And we have here the Four of Wands. So what I want to say to you is you're going to be heightened here. Your ability to tune into the universe, listen to the messages, understand your greater purpose, all of this is more evident through this process. So you're starting to understand how important it is to tune into everything here. The High Priestess does sort of talk about things being hidden, but when I look at this spread, I think everything is being brought to the surface. There's nothing going to be hidden from you anymore. It's going to be, like I always say to you, about being the observer in your life, not being bogged down by everything else around you, but actually being the observer, being able to see things more clearly, being able to process things in a very different way. This is about opening you up to your potential. Now, for some people, this is going to be a little difficult because this Nine of Swords energy is very much about going around in your own head, questioning the process rather than submitting to it. And this is about submission. It's about letting go and allowing the changes to occur. These things from your past need to go, whether they're from childhood, whether they're past relationships, past family situations, they all need to go. They no longer serve you. You've done what the work that you needed to do. So it's this time, you're moving into a new time now. All right, and the last card here is the King of Wands. So I love this. Look at this energy in this card. This is who you are becoming here. You're getting in touch with your inner king. You're standing in front of the kingdom and you're bearing the power that you were given. You're taking back your power here with this wand. I think this is absolutely beautiful. And the dragon here, it's like the dragon's your friend now. You're no longer fighting it. It's like it's part of who you are now. This is the darkness sort of absorbing into you rather than you fighting against it. That's really powerful. All right, let's have a quick look and see what's going on, and then we're going to put some oracle cards on this. Okay, so I have the Hermit. So the universe saying it's time for you to sit back, chill, relax, whatever you need to do, because you're going through a big journey here and it's going to take a lot of healing. So this is rebirth. This is rebirth of it at its finest. This is about things being brought back for you to now work on. So you're going to work on everything and you're going to come out reborn, a new person. This involves dealing with your past karma. So all of those things I talked about in your past are all coming up now to be resolved. They no longer serve you. So the Tower is saying everything has to go. Here you go, brand new start. Starting all over again. So be patient. If patience is the issue that you are still working from your karma, then patience is what you have to learn here. But this is going to require patience, time, and a lot of soul searching here for this to take place, resolve, happen, finish, finalize, whatever it is for you. And for some of us, we've been doing this journey for a while. For some of us, we've been working through some of this stuff. So I don't feel like the pain of doing these last steps is going to be quite as painful as what it is for the people who've been perhaps not doing the work they needed to do. All right, so I'm reading a card from the Stacey DeMarco Gods and Titans deck. This is very new to me, but it's so beautiful. We have Dionysus coming through. Oh, look at this. Dionysus is the card of ecstasy. Okay. Let us read what Dionysus says for us. Here we are. Let go, feel the freedom of pleasure at its most divine and reject the mundane. Oh, big one. We have all felt at one time or another that feeling of a complete and utter letting go, a feeling of total elation, of sweet freedom where there is a strong feeling of release. This is the free-flowing energy of the Greek god Dionysus. Possibly one of the most misunderstood deities. Many believe being a follower of Dionysus means stop partying, the imbibing of copious amounts of alcohol and other mind-altering substances. Now, I'm not even sure how to say this, and I consider that I'm pretty good at that, but it's about orgy activities. The honouring of Dionysus goes far deeper than that. Orgiastic activities, self-pleasuring, I think they mean by that. So, like Eros, he was given the title of liberator. Women and minorities of the time were restrained in society and certainly not as free to grow and to contribute to society as they are now. The idea of no rules and total freedom appealed directly to them. This made Dionysus incredibly in demand, and his cults grew in popularity and power. The Maenads, women who served Dionysus, held the most secretive of rituals. His Roman equivalent, Bacchus, was the inspiration of the famous Bacchanalian festival, where slaves would become masters, women dressing as men and men as women, and laws could be broken without punishment. This kind of spiritual activity is cathartic in nature. It allows change in body, mind, and spirit, birth, death, rebirth, which allows a fresh and revitalized start. While Dionysus ruled over the making of wine and its imbuement and over beekeepers, he was also the god of the theatre, with a huge theatre named after him on the slopes of the Acropolis in Athens. Increasingly, we are seeing either a binge culture or a total abstinence from pleasure in our culture. We are either all work and no play. More and more of those with us responsibilities experience no play. Connecting with Dionysus' gift of pure release is something that is profoundly relieving. This may be achieved through dancing, singing, play acting, drinking enough to feel free, or through the culmination of the sexual act. In fact, anything that takes us away from ourselves and into ecstasy just for a time. So not being overindulging. So I want to say the shadow side here is really important, because this is what people are working through. Overindulging in activities that give us the high is not part of the Dionysus plan. Hangovers, for example, are frowned upon. The binge drinking culture that has developed, where people go out and simply drink to get drunk every week, is not something that is healthy for anyone. There is always a fine line between madness, frenzy, and true ecstasy with Dionysus' energy, and this should be respected. So I guess this is beautiful that, what they're saying here is things in moderation are great, but some of us are so bogged down with our work and the things we're doing and our core beliefs about who we are that we're not really releasing to the universe. So I'll leave you with that very, very deep very, very deep reading. I'm actually quite emotional. So take it with you. Have a wonderful weekend, and thank you for watching.